like, wait, what? Like, tearing up a little bit saying that. So I'm like super proud, super proud. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm crying. Oh. Hey, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a few weeks, so let me fill you in. Where are we at? This is gonna officially kick off my weekly weigh-in, check in with everybody, let you know how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and what the scale is saying. So if you're new here, I've been on keto since June 1st, and I've been working out since probably end of July, early August. And I post all my workouts on TikTok. Mostly it's just running around the block. Sometimes I do, kayaking trips, things like that. But I am on a weight loss journey to lose 200 pounds. June 1st, I said, and it's been like 2.5, almost 3 weeks since I've checked in with you guys. I went on vacation. I went down to the Florida Keys for like 6 days, and then I went out to Utah for 6 days. And both of those were like very, I'd say, high activity vacations. I wasn't sitting around or anything. I was actually like out doing things. So with that said, I did fall off the truck. I did pause. I paused keto for a little while, and I'm okay with that looking back, because when I did it, I made sure that like my calorie deficit still stayed within the same parameters. I might have hit maintenance calories a few times, but with all the hiking that I did, we were up in elevation some days. Some hikes that were like 8 miles. One day I hiked 8 miles. Another day I kayaked 5 miles. So there's so much activity going on that honestly, I feel okay about everything. But I got back and I don't know, I was having such a hard time getting back into like a routine. And I don't like routines at all. I'm actually the furthest from wanting a routine. I am the person that like enjoys chaos. I like thrive in chaos. I like change. It's just who I've always been. So it was really weird that I wasn't willing to like just check in with myself. So finally did. I'm officially back on keto, and I truly missed it because I can tell, like, honestly, I mean, this is just me on camera. I'm gonna tell you straight up, my face is puffy just because I'm not like fully back to where I was. I think, I don't know, the carbs are still coming out of my system or whatever you want to say. But I know that like my face, hate saying this, my face is a little bit chubbier. I can still feel a little bit of like salt water retention in my hands. And this obviously varies person to person, because I was talking the other day with somebody and they were saying that they've heard these things, but take it with a grain of salt. But like, I could tell my body odor changed a little bit too. Like when I'm on keto and I sweat, my sweat just doesn't smell as funky as it does when I'm on keto. And I honestly think that that's just how my body processes carbs. So I worked out yesterday and I noticed I could still like, I don't know, just wasn't like back to what keto Rachel feels like. Probably give it a few more days and I'll be feeling a little bit better, but just been drinking a lot of water, flushing whatever residual appetite, cravings, addiction to carbs out of my system as possible. It's really hard when you're like straight up addicted to carbs, but yeah. So I got on the scale 2 days ago and I was thoroughly confused. Actually shocked, because again, I fell off the train, but I was eating pretty good. I'm officially down 45 pounds. And when you're trying to lose 200 pounds and you're down 45, it's like, wait, what? Like, tearing up a little bit saying that. So I'm like super proud, super proud. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I'm down 45 pounds, which is insane. I have been tracking, I'm crying. Sorry about that. Wow. I am super proud of myself. Super proud of myself. So proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. I am proud of me. You know, and I guess I just expected the worst. I expected to come back and be like, oh, well, you're back to like, you've only lost 30 pounds. No, Rachel, you've lost 45 now. You've lost 45 now. Unexpected. Can't wait to get my like unpuffy, uncarb filled face back. And I'm back to running around my neighborhood. I found a pair of shoes. My feet were killing me. I was doing a lot of running and I found one of my pairs of shoes in my bag when I was traveling that I completely forgot I had. And I ran in them the other day and I actually got a faster pace than anything that I've run so far. So I only ran, this was like one day where it was kind of already dark because I was working late, and I ran like 1.4 miles at a 1740 pace, and literally flabbergasted. Of course, like that's probably like not, I mean, everybody's like, oh, well, not everybody. Why am I talking down to myself? No, that's amazing. I gotta stop that. I am thoroughly proud of myself. Actually, so I ran a 1740 mile and actually did 1.4 miles at that pace, which I was surprised. And then the next day I was able to do like 1825 pace. So I think all of the hiking that I did at the higher elevation, all the physical activity I did definitely helped with getting my running pace at like 50 elevation down. So that's also some super exciting news. So I have running shoes that I'm gonna take the same, like they're just Nike running shoes that I've had forever. I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna go buy some more because my feet just feel so good running in those. These blue ones that I've been running in have been killing my feet. I had blisters for days. And I mean, you could say it's just probably because like I had just started running again, or jogging or walking or just exercising in general. So I think it took a while for my feet to become accustomed to it. But these white ones, I definitely feel like I'm running faster. I don't really have any goals when it comes to like the miles per hour aspect of it. I'm trying to lose calories and, you know, I'm trying to do 2 to 3.5 miles per day, depending on like how dark it is outside and how I'm feeling. But lately I've been running into like daylight savings time where it's getting a little bit darker outside. So a little bit earlier and working kind of late. But I was thinking the other day about this story. So story time. When I was in 7th or 8th grade in South Carolina, we had to take like one of those presidential fitness tests where you have to do all these like fitness things as a teenager to pass PE. And depending on your age and depending on whether you're like a guy, a female or male, you have like a certain like miles per hour you have to run 1 mile in. And I remember that all like semester long I was trying to like get my mile, and we would have to go outside and run, and I was so scared because I was such a make A's and B's student when I was in school. I was so scared that I wasn't gonna like pass PE. I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna run this mile in the 12 minutes that I have to run it in. I'm not gonna pass PE. And I passed. Actually, like this, we had like 4 or 5 different times we could attempt it, and the second time I passed. We had to run, it was 4 laps around this thing that our PE teacher set up in the field. And I remember this kid, Jordan, he got so mad because I was a fat girl in school. He got so mad that I won. He's like, you didn't run the square around the cone, because I guess on one corner on the whole thing, I cut a corner, maybe shaving 2 seconds off my time, and I still passed. She didn't care because I passed my time by like 20 seconds. Like I beat my, like what you have to beat. I want to say it was like 12 minutes and 20 seconds. I had to go look it up. For like the presidential fitness test. It was like a requirement to like do this to get your grade in school. And he was so mad because he was a football player, and he was physically fit. So he's like, why can't I run the mile? And she can, because guys had like a shorter time distance or time that they could run their mile in. So I just remember that. And I don't know, I think my past self would be kind of proud of where I am right now. But I also like low-key want to get back to that spot. I want to be able to say I can run a mile in 12, I think it's 12:20. Yeah, I want to say it's 12:20. So that's kind of, I don't know. I want to run a mile in the same time my 13-year-old self could run the mile in. And screw you, Jordan. I know you're not watching this, but he made me feel guilty. I have workout dumbbells. I've been using those in the backyard or on the back porch. And then I have some bands that I've been using and just doing some basic like arm workouts, trying to get my arms to look a little bit better. I've decided that I'm gonna ensure that I do keto 6 days a week, but the one thing that's been working for me really well, I think this time around, is just like the flexibility. I've given myself so much flexibility lately, as far as like if my meal, the one meal that I like, that I enjoy is sushi. And I've just decided if I want to eat sushi one day a week, it has rice in it, but it's really like, it has rice in it, but it's really not that bad for you. And I'm not gonna feel bad for eating that, especially if I work out really hard that day and then eat it. I feel like that's a fair compromise. So if I'm keto 6 days out of 7 days a week, I'm happy with that. I feel better on keto, I will say that. I do enjoy it. I do like the way my body responds to not eating the carbs and the sugar and stuff like that. But it's really hard to not eat sushi for the rest of my life when it's literally something that I've always eaten like 1 or 2 days a week. So 45 pounds out of 200 down. Once I'm under 300, I can book a trip to Vegas and go jump off the stratosphere. That's so exciting. I'm not ready to tell you guys what the number on the scale is yet. It's still too high for me to be like, I don't know. It's like a mental game I'm playing with myself. It's like if somebody did the math, they could probably figure out where I'm at kind of with like my goals and stuff. I'm just not willing to say the number out loud because I feel gross when I think about it. I try not to think about it too much. Like, I know how much I weigh. I know how much I've weighed forever. I try not to think about it too much. In other very exciting news, I have been keeping track of my weight in MyFitnessPal since 2012, and I entered my weight, and it was the lowest weight that I have ever entered into that app since 2012, which is astounding to me. I know that I've lost more than 45 pounds. Somewhere around 2014, 2015, I lost somewhere between 50 to 60 pounds. And I'm wondering if I didn't enter those numbers in. I don't want to say that this is the lowest weight I've been since 2012. It's sure dang near close, but it's definitely the lowest weight that I've entered since 2012. So that is also friggin' exciting. So this is gonna be an emotional ride. If I'm already tearing up, I haven't teared up. I've told people that I'm 45 pounds down. I've written it, like my Facebook page. I've told my mom. I posted on like TikTok, and I posted it on Instagram, and I've like told people. Even like I told my friends I was like 41 pounds down at one point, and I haven't teared up. And it wasn't until like I don't know, I'm like in a room by myself just talking to the camera, and I started like, I'm tearing up now. Like, it's like, oh, feeling proud, feeling very proud. This has been my weekly weigh-in. This is where I'm at mentally. Proud, but tears of happiness. Back on the mission to lose 200 pounds. And the goal is to lose 200. Back on the mission. I need to stock up on some keto groceries. I'm definitely gonna go grocery shopping this weekend. Let me know in the comments if you want to see like a grocery haul. I go shopping in a few different places, so just because some places have better prices and I like cheap stuff if I can get it. Otherwise, I will check in with you guys next week, and hopefully I'm not crying on camera. Hopefully I'm still happy though. I think I will be pretty happy, pretty ecstatic to be where I'm at. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell down and leave me a comment down below. I hope you're doing well on whatever keto weight loss journey you might be on too. Bye.